All right, are you ready for your next performer? This man, we've worked together before in Amsterdam. You're gonna like him a lot. Please welcome Socrates!
Thank you so much. Give it up for Fritz again. And hello, Vlissingen. Told my friends I was going to go to Vlissingen. He said I was pronouncing it wrong. He said it's Vlissingen. I said, that's what I said. He said, no, listen again. It's Vlissingen. I said, listen again? No, listen again. You're not listening again. So I said, okay. And I got the train, I came out here. Now, as far as I know, I'm in Vlissingen, but I don't know if that's right or not. Is that close? Yeah. Is it close enough? All right, you know where I'm talking about. That's all that matters, isn't it? So my name is Socrates. I am an American. Thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, that's what it's like to be a German. See, one person knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm born and raised in New Jersey. My dad's Greek, but my mom's an American. And since they really wanted me to fit in, well, naturally, they named me Socrates. Started me off on that right foot, if you know what I'm saying. So I've been living in Amsterdam about 10 years now, and I don't know if you know it or not, Amsterdam is the city of love. All right, it's a city for love, okay? All right, fine. You can rent love there, all right? But the thing is, though, it's all extremely regulated. I don't know if you know this or not, but you know you have to have a license to sell blowjobs in Amsterdam? Yeah, you do. I mean, it's not a written test. It's just an oral exam. But, see, I don't know if you can smell weed or not. If you can smell weed in here, it could be me. Yeah, that's one of the things I like about Amsterdam. You know, a good day, in my opinion, involves 3 meals, an 8-hour nap, and smoking some weed. A great day also involves masturbation. So far, it's been a pretty good day. But the night is young. I haven't ruled out anything yet, so we'll see how it turns out, you know? Better than the joke, you know? See what happens. That's the thing, you know, it's like life has been hard recently. I've been having one of those same shit, different day kind of weeks, you know? It's even worse than that. It's been like different shit, same day. You know, so I'm trying to lower my expectations as much as possible. You know, I noticed that like Happy New Year, how can you expect that? That's so optimistic, you know? So I lowered my expectations. I was going for Happy New Week. Again, it didn't work out, so I've gone down smaller to Happy New Second. But I don't want to do all of them, you know? So I pick out one. So what I do now is I celebrate 12 o'clock, 34 minutes, and 56 seconds. See, it's mathematically perfect, you know? And it's low enough that I can handle it, you know? So I say, what am I celebrating? Well, for one thing, I was up by noon. See, again, I set my expectations low. It's a successful day right off the bat, you know? So, I don't know about down here, but in Amsterdam, we've got a lot of wellness centers. You know, I like to go to the spa. You know, it's been going about 7 years. So, you know, there's no clothes. It's all men and women together. So everyone's naked, you know. It's hot. In the sauna. Outside the sauna, well, basically I've seen all your grandparents, you know, naked. But I like it, though. You know, I enjoy looking at the young naked women, you know. It's good. I enjoy it. You know, at my age, you know, it's good for my heart. I consider it cardio. I also like that you can see in the female breast is essentially the lava lamp of the human body. Do you guys know what a lava lamp is? Yes. You know, it's a glass bottle with water and wax in it. You put a light bulb underneath it, it heats up and it forms shapes. Have you seen this thing? Because if you don't know what it is, the rest of this joke is going to fall incredibly flat. Which is ironically how this whole thing starts. But over time, you know, it gets hotter and hotter, and it forms a little bit of a shape, and it becomes even more and more cool, and it becomes captivating. It's the most beautiful, amazing thing you've ever seen in your life. But then it just could have becomes a bunch of hot, brown, sweaty balls. If you know your lava lamps, you know. See, the problem is, I thought that joke started off really strong, you know what I mean? Then it became a bit beautiful in the middle and had so much potential and kind of lost its shape at the end there, so. In some ways, my joke was sort of a metaphor, you know, for my own joke. Yeah, it's true. As you can probably tell, I can't attract women with my, personality. So I'm relying on money. It almost always works. I don't know if you know it or not. If it doesn't, you can try again. So I've been trying to create some businesses. I came up with a new product just for the Netherlands. It's a peanut butter I'm going to call Helaas Pindakaas. Seems like it already markets itself, right? You know? And if anybody can keep our costs low, because if anybody complains, we just tell them, hey, Helaas Pindakaas, you know? Does anybody not speak Dutch in here? Do you all know that, of course, Helaas Pindakaas is the dumbest saying that the Dutch have ever come up with? It literally translates into, oh well, peanut butter. And the proper time to use it is like when your friend just missed their train, you know. And it's not helpful to hear somebody say, oh well, peanut butter, as your train is going off. Now, as an American, I feel I have to give you some travel tips. If you go to New York and you find yourself in a bathroom next to an American who drops her toilet or phone into a toilet, if you say to them, oh well, peanut butter, expect to be punched in the nose. Okay? And if you call the cops and tell them what happened, the cop will probably punch you in the nose. And they'll say, oh well, peanut butter. So don't try it, that's all I'm saying. Just trust me on this one there. So I actually have come up with some other businesses. I had one I started a little while ago based on the police and fart. It's called Stolen Dog Walker. Yeah, have you stolen a dog? But you're too scared to walk it? Well, give us a call. We'll walk it for you. No questions asked. In fact, we're just going to assume you stole it. Stolen dog walker. Well, it's popular up in Amsterdam. I don't know about here in the country. Every place has its own niche, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I saw that Uber's actually coming up with a new door-to-door prostitution service. Well, that one's more popular here, huh? Yeah, they're going to call it Puber. See, that's the thing, you know, I don't really believe in advertising per se, you know. If your product's really good, you don't need advertising, you know what I'm saying? McDonald's is constantly pushing their ads all the time. I have never in my life once seen an advertisement for pussy. In fact, I heard about it years before I ever saw it. And when I finally did see it, I had no idea what to do with it. Really could have used some advertising on that stuff. My question is this. Would a pussy advertisement come with a warning? May cause loss of appetite, weight gain, depression, euphoria? Not for use under 18? I don't know. So yeah, as you can imagine, I was trying to tell my wife this joke, and she didn't find it funny. No, she did not. In fact, she didn't think any of this stuff was funny, so I tried to make it up to her. I said to her, hey, baby, sugar, sweetie pie. Because I forgot her name. Yeah, it's weird, because I've learned so many things from her, you know what I mean? In fact, she had taught me how to be a minimalist. Well, since the divorce. But that's the thing, you know, with life I've learned to appreciate how, you know, things are full circle. You know, it's like the way bad parenting eventually has led to us having pornography. It's true. Takes some time, but eventually it gets there, you know? And I find it weird, because I'm still critical. You know, I shouldn't be, but I am. I'm a critical person, you know, so I'll be watching porno and I find myself criticizing the tattoo choices that they made. I know it's not their worst life decision. It's just so visible. So is this a big porno crowd? Did I misjudge this audience? You guys into MILF porn? You know about this stuff? You know, mothers I'd like to fuck? It's kind of popular. I actually found something kind of hotter. It's called guilt porn. See, these guys know all about that stuff, man. Sat in the front row, too. I got to give you guys credit. Yeah, it's called grandmothers I'd like to fuck. But wait, there's more. I found something that destroys either one of these things. It's called filth porn. Have you seen this? Yeah, vegans I'd like to fuck. It's incredibly hot, that's all I'm saying. So yeah, I'm still trying to get laid. You know, I don't know if you can tell or not, but do you guys even still use that word anymore? You just call it chlamydia now. Yeah, these things don't make necessarily any sense, but these are what I got, so. Yeah, so a friend of mine was giving me dating advice. He told me I should go out with the older women, you know, cougars. I tried it, but, you know, I'm a stand-up comic, so I was kind of on the search for hyenas, you know. I like the laughter, you know. But I was with the hyena. She was kind of cool. I kind of miss her, though, because she used to make these sexy noises when we make love. You know, like laughing at me. Or swiping right. You know. Or snoring. Okay, that's the one I can actually explain, you see. She had told me she was into cosplay. I did not know that meant costume play. I thought she meant Cosby play. One thing led to another. Hey, hey, hey. So I realized that I probably needed some professional help, you know, help me in the bedroom, etc. And it's not easy to admit it, but, you know, I realized I could be better, so I seeked out some professional help. I went to a prostitute, and afterwards, she gave me my money back. She told me she didn't know what that was, but it wasn't sex. So yeah, in the end, all my relationships, they all pretty much ended the same exact way. Like that French play. You know the one I mean? You know, Les Miserables. So I'm still trying to become a better person. You know what I mean? It's a journey, you know, not necessarily a destination. And recently I joined the Jehovah's Witnesses. Well, I thought it would open doors for me. It did not stay open long, I'll tell you that much right now. But I got a question. You guys, of course you know what couples are. Have you heard of a throuple? It's 3 people, it's a 3-person couple. Getting called out right there in the front row, but denying it, good idea. All right. I'm not in a throuple. I actually coming into something else called it's a thrinder. I've got a girlfriend. I pay for everything, and she fucks guys on Tinder. But that's the thing. It's like I'm trying to get better. You know, it's like this year I decided I was finally going to get in shape, you know? And the thing is, I'm in, well, A shape. I just thought I could get into a better one, you know? And so a friend of mine, he suggested I try hot yoga. I had never done it before, and I signed up for it, and the instructor, she took one look at me and told me I did not qualify. My stress level was going higher and higher, you know? And that's the thing, though. Life is too damn stressful today. Am I the only one who thinks that? Apparently. This is kind of calm down here in Vlissingen, and I got to come down here more often. But a friend of mine, he's 24 years old, and he just suffered his first burnout at work. At 24 years old. Because one of the most important lessons in life is when you want to separate your, you want to maintain a life and work balance. You know what I'm saying? And the most important thing is you should never take your work home with you. And this applies doubly if you're a kindergarten teacher. It's true. Fool me once, you know. But a friend of mine, he's actually, it's hard when your goals conflict with your overall life, you know, mission. A friend of mine, he's a flat earther, you know. But he's also a globalist, you know. And so I'm going to finish here with, since my name is Socrates, people ask and expect intelligent things from me, which obviously is a mistake. But since you all gathered, I'll give you my life lessons. Not that they're worth anything, but here they come. You know, it's difficult. You want to be positive at all possible, you know? As the saying goes, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. So, assuming you have sugar in a big pitcher of water. You know, but the idea is essentially in bad times, you should make the best of what life has given you. You know, now, I'm a Greek, so I say if life gives you lemons, you make fish. Because nothing goes better on fish than lemons, right? Now the thing is this though, if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. And yet if you teach that man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. Because education is more important and better than charity. Now I say, if you teach a Greek man to fish, he'll be glad when life gives him lemons. Because all them fish. So anyway, listen in. I am so glad to be here tonight. You guys are a great little audience. I love this little place. Thank you so much. My name is Socrates. I'll see you real soon.